Ultra Prime, how do they ever deal with this champion? Kalissa's going to be sitting there trying to throw spears, but she's going to get slowed down, so that's going to be really ruinous for her. Even when we look at her, and they kind of trap Wako under this bottom lane turret.
Dragon for Junhao. Going to be picked up here.
There is a Kanavi game. I think there's a Tarzan game. It's very rare.
Very rare indeed. As we finally get the first Ragnarok used here on the top side. Monkey doesn't get a ton of value out of it. Nobody's died just yet. There's the pullback from the Cassante. They're trying to get Monkey without the Ragnarok form, and it's first blood over to Zhang. Cube gonna have to flash out here with the Ragnarok down. Excuse me, the Dominance down. But that is big for Ultra Prime. The first huge Ragnarok out of this Olaf jungle. They survived, and they're looking to thrive as the Fates Call throws the Nico into the face.
We are walking in with 3 item power spikes here. Cube can teleport in. He'll have a finished Black Cleaver. And now even level 6 here for Vampire. They're already on this objective. Yasha can try to look for a turn. It's going to be a single grub going over to Ultra Prime.
Ooh, Vampire, he took half his health bar down, burns the Solar Flare. Now it's a flash away for the Fates Call. Xiaoshu's going to follow. They have their pick on Karis, who does have to bail out of the fight as well, but they've left Monkey all alone with the Ragnarok. The stolen Pop Blossom finds nobody, but it's Cube flying into the back line. Doesn't even have the dominance churning until it's enough to start eviscerating the fight, but it's Wako with the Spears of Destiny into the hearts of WE. Saber gets the charm, one more dash, and sets Wako up for a huge multi-kill that Ultra Prime desperately needed. Some crazy Nico tech.
The meal.
Oh, we're getting more Nico tech.
We get it here.
Which one's the real Ari? Oh, we figured out which one was the real Nico. Pop Blossom down, Cyclone knockup, but Cube's getting a ton of value out of this dominance as we flash to the other side of the map where it's now Ultra Prime's top lane that's under for the dive here. All out comes across. Ragnarok could be enough to buy space. Vampire will die to the turret as Cube finds the win. I gotta see the replay on this one as Xiaosha goes down. The flash Q does not land. Cube gets the slice right out of it. Huge play for the WE top laner.
In this wave and then lean off of this. Oh, Xiaosha trying to find something.
He's trading his Pop Blossom for the Ragnarok. Fates Call pulls him out. Great heist play there from Xiaosha. The big ultimate down for WE, but in goes Karis with a stolen Spirit Rush. Finds the first one. Wako falls to Taeyun, and Cube's flying into the whole muck of it with Ultra Prime, but he may have pushed his luck a bit too much as Zhang trades him out. Saber gets a huge reset onto his ultimate. Monkey does not have the Ragnarok, but he's got the fancy forward to get around the charm. Gets a big slow with the axe. Junhao still gonna chase him down and find a critical kill. Another narrow.
Themselves. The Rift Herald didn't trade, so that'll be the feats of strength going over.
Oh my god, we're still throwing fights. Oh, Karis stole a Pop Blossom on to 3 members. Here comes the return Pop Blossom. It's pandemonium as health bars are blinking across the board. But it's Team WE that find the first angle. Cube will be able to slice himself to safety as we go ARAM style for the first fight. And WE find the angle.
Great target acquisition there. I mean, Wako, you know he has no summoner spells. I already said playing into Olaf is really cringe, but an engage there from Vampire means that they get the bottom lane again for Ultra Prime. And this was why we had question marks around this Nico, especially for Xiaoxia, a newer player here to the LPL, being a call-up from Ultra Prime. He has so far kind of been taking a lot of damage, and Nico is not a tanky champion. She's not the same as like a Leona, like a Rel, or even an Alistar, right? So have to be very careful and choose your battles wisely. This will be the Dragon going over for WE after finding a big team fight win in mid again.
Cloud Soul is a bit of a letdown for this big game 3, but
I don't know if that's true. Now showing up, maybe with Monkey, or maybe with Junhao coming, there's teleports coming on through. Cube's looking for his.
Taeyun has to back out here with that big passive damage swinging around. Below 3K here, Solar Flow used by Vampire just to secure the Otacon. But they do just leave Cube out in Wasteland. He slices and dices, then has to flash with the Dominus popped, and Vampire will be the sacrificial lamb. They get most of the roses, but now Saber's on the chase. Flash Charm finds its mark. The blast cone will not save you from Junhao, who flashes over the wall. Otacon comes at a price for Team WE.
2 dragons for that epic monster increase, and look at the Blood Roses. They got so much experience during that play. How much more can Ultra Prime grab? At the very least, it'll be...
Prime is there. pushing towards their item breakpoints with both the jungle.
There's
mid
no
duo here for
summoners
Ultra Prime.
though, Slayer. There's no
Yeah.
there's no
Wacko's
summoners
got
here
both of
for
his.
Junhao or the solo lanes of Ultra Prime. So the threat onto Taeyun gets that much weaker.
We'll have to see what those summoners look like, as we are bound to have another 5v5 fight breaking out with so much on the line here. Spot in Group Ascend, the final spot in Group Ascend. What will be rewarded with a Nexus explosion for either one of these teams, as Ultra Prime try and force their way down the river, bottlenecking into it, but it's Vampire to go in on his own solo. The Solar Flare, but it completely whiffs onto Wacko. Somehow Vampire is able to survive, but Wacko gets the free hit this time round, kiting back desperately, trying to throw spear after spear, but he's lost all of his teammates, and Taeyun's flying in with the killer instinct to put the final nail in the coffin, known as Ultra Prime. It's only Zhang to survive. Is that the fight that gets Team WE to Group Ascent?
That's going to be the Baron here as well. Team WE came to play. They may have lost to Ultra Prime in the first game, in the first round here of the Last Chance qualifier, but they're looking to rewrite history, say, hey, best of ones are not like best of fives. Just like this series, game one, a victory to Ultra Prime. The window in which we wanted to see this play has gone and went at this point. The Nico has not been able to provide enough, and I think we're seeing that difference. Even though Vampire is having a hard time with landing some of these abilities, he just has like an additional 2,500 HP that he gets to play with for free.
They're really trying to set a trap around these mid waves. That's what Vampire was looking for before he gets the charm. But you're also buying space for Cube on the spot side. Does have teleport, but it's a short walk over to this dragon. So he gets more gold for, what, mid lane prio at the moment. They still have river control in. Thank you to the observers once again, toggling how dark this river is for Ultra Prime. Xiaosha does spot out.
Oh my god, Monkey!
Cube. Monkey is far too low when he pops the Ragnarok. Pop Blossom will be dodged by Karis, so that big Nico ultimate is completely useless. But Cube is diving in all on his lonesome. Karis is going to find the kill and find the dagger there with the double up. The import is looking to pop off, and Wacko won't be able to save them. Does Cleanse flash himself back out to safety, but Taeyun flashes, puts the dagger in the heart, and you all across the LPL fandom doubted it. Discounted WE sent them to Group Nirvana in your heads. Well, they've defied your expectations and will grab the 10th and final spot in Group Ascent.
And they do it in not too surprising fashion. Taeyun with a massive performance, and Karis stepping up when the team needed it. He has been a bit missing, but it has been incredible to see WE's rise back into Group Ascend.
Congratulations, Team W.